Nobody in our government, at least, and I don't think the prior government that could envision flying airplanes into buildings on such a massive scale.
But that turns out not to be true. U.S. military planners did envision and practice those very scenarios. As reported by USA Today, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, conducted exercises with fighter jets, simulating hijacked planes flown into the World Trade Center in the 2 years before the attacks. Pentagon planners also envisioned the attack on the Pentagon 5 months before it happened. According to this April 2001 Pentagon email, Air Force officials wanted a war game, having a terrorist group hijack a commercial airline and fly it into the Pentagon. The email was obtained by the nonprofit group Project for Government Oversight. But according to the Pentagon email, the plan was ultimately rejected by senior Pentagon officials as too unrealistic. Still to come are questions, big questions, about NORAD's response on the day of the attack. Why, despite all the exercises and the planning, Peter, jet fighters were not in place anywhere near New York or Washington.
It's quite an amazing story. Many thanks, Brian.
Well, that is quite amazing. It's also quite amazing that it took until 2004 for this little piece of information to poke its head out. Because as Peter Jennings himself reported on the day of 9/11, our government were quite clear that, quote, none of them could have foreseen this coming.
The question is, go to war with whom? Because from the FBI, from the CIA, from the Pentagon today, no warning of this whatsoever, no knowledge of who's involved, no clues yet as to who's involved that we have heard about in any respect today.
Now a proven lie, which again poses the question. How many people do you think know that in the 24 months leading up to September 11th, NORAD conducted simulations including jets being flown into the World Trade Center and wanted to hold one with a commercial airliner being flown into the Pentagon? My guess would be next to zero. And while their request to run said simulation of a hijacked plane into the Pentagon just 5 months before September 11th was denied, it's of note that this request was for a second run-through of such an event, not a first. The Pentagon already hosted one that October 24th, 2000. A mass casualty event is held at the Pentagon featuring a plane smashing through to its courtyard with full-scale models and everything, which is interesting to me because I feel like this should be the #1 story every single September 11th. At very least, it should have been the first thing reported